Hi everybody, and today I want to talk with you about how you should spend your time. So there are some basics you want to always follow, basic rules I call them. And I guess the most important one is actually to follow your own path, your own desires. So the number one rule of a happy life and the successful one is basically doing what you really want. And it really isn't about doing what you kind of want, because you can say to me like, I want to take some illegal substances or drink alcohol, etc., etc. But I think when you will come to, there will be a point when you will not want these things. And when does this point come? I think that it's actually always, just always about your personal lifestyle, because it can really affect your philosophy and your thinking. Remember how your brain works, what are your thoughts when you've been really, doing bad stuff like fapping or eating some crazy food, something like that. Your thoughts were different from the time when you slept really well, you get some workout, you've been really strict to a diet, your mind is clean, there is no kind of brain fog. And I can assure you that at this moment you do not want to do some crazy stuff. You're really feeling great. Why are you always coming back to this stuff, these crazy things that you are trying to win against? And I really think that as long as you're trying to live a better life, at some point you're gonna win, It's always been about trying. It's always been about failing. You can try to win your addictions constantly trying to reduce the amount of things you're doing, or at the same time you can always try to change your philosophy, change your mind, change your ability to think through constantly doing, watching some motivational content, some self-improvement content. At some point you'll genuinely change, and I can feel it. It's myself, my example, because I get that I've reached the point where I've been slowly making some progress. I've been still doing some bad habits, but I'm doing them less, and I think that it's really impossible for a regular human being to just being coming from like a complete loser to a gigachart, to some crazy man. You cannot just start doing some crazy work. Yet there are some exceptions, like when you find really your passion, when you find or when you're just raised as a hard worker. But I think that our lives are really, our childhood has never been that way. And I will always repeat it. There are two ways. I think the easiest one is to actually be, as I said in the previous video, to be stupid. Because as long as you're stupid, you're just doing what you're supposed to. You're not overthinking it. You're not overdoing it. You're just doing what you need to, what you're supposed to. And for everybody it can be something different. There has always been one thing that is really, really, holding you back. I guess for me it's kind of talking too much, because all my life I've been talking some stuff to other people. I've been talking like these kind of videos. I'm talking about hard work, discipline, etc., etc. But I'm not really implementing it in my own life. And I think that the best way to lead people to do something is through example. Example is the best way to make someone to do it. So just show the best example to your family, and just live a day, like live in the moment. Don't think about your future, don't think about your past. Just live your best day today. Do what you're capable of doing today, and it's actually what discipline about. The discipline has always been about doing what you can right now, at this moment. If this day is capable of doing 5%, you're doing it 5%, and the next day you're capable of doing like 50%, it's always discipline. It's not about doing, every day the same. It's about doing the best that you can this particular day. Just live in the moment and show the example. I think you're capable of doing it as every human being, because we're all unique. We all, no matter the circumstances, we have all the same engine and the same beginning. We just leave the left to the fullest. See you.